Why you feel stuck in life, and no one talks about this. Remember your childhood, when you wanted to conquer the world, achieve your dreams, and create something of your own. But along the way, you stumbled and lost your way. You got caught up in routine and quick pleasures. And inside, you have this nagging feeling that something is wrong. Let me answer this question right away. Everything is fine with you. You just lack awareness. You want everything right away without any effort, and you think that to achieve something, you need a burst of motivation. But when motivation comes, you work on your desires for 2 to 3 days. And then what? Then the motivation fades. You don't see results. You open social media and see people your age winning at life. And instead of feeling inspired, you feel worse. But here's the first uncomfortable truth no one tells you. Motivation is not the problem. Your expectations are. And this is where ancient wisdom becomes surprisingly relevant. One of the greatest Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, spoke about mindfulness as the constant presence of the mind in the present moment, the ability to distinguish between what is controllable and what is not. In simple terms, stop trying to control outcomes. Start controlling actions. Most people fail not because they're lazy, stupid, or unlucky, but because they focus on results they cannot directly control. Money, fame, recognition, approval, all external. But discipline, consistency, daily effort, those are internal. When we come into this life, we all set different goals and dreams, but only some of us know how to actually move toward them. According to a study by Harvard researchers, only 8% of people achieve their goals. So the question is obvious. How do you get into that 8%? Here's the plot twist. It has nothing to do with talent, nothing to do with intelligence, and definitely nothing to do with motivation. It comes down to one invisible skill. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that the people who succeed the most often look boring? They don't post motivational quotes every day. They don't talk about their big plans. They just show up again and again and again. That's because they understand something most people don't. Progress is boring. Mastery is repetitive. And success feels anticlimactic at first. And this is exactly why most people quit. Here's another hard truth. Your brain is not designed for long-term goals. It's designed for survival and pleasure. Social media, junk food, porn, endless scrolling. These give instant dopamine, quick rewards with zero effort. Working on your future, that gives delayed dopamine, and your brain hates that. So when you try to change your life, your brain literally fights back. That inner resistance you feel, that's not weakness, that's biology. And now comes the most important shift. You don't need more motivation, you need systems. Motivation asks, do I feel like doing this? Systems say, this is who I am, this is what I do. Stoics didn't rely on emotions, they relied on habits. They didn't ask, am I inspired today? They asked, what is my duty today? Imagine this. Instead of saying, I want to become successful, you say, today I will work for 30 minutes, no matter what. Instead of dreaming about confidence, you act confident in small, controllable ways. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, you accept that the moment will never be perfect. That's how the 8% think. And here's the biggest twist of all. You are not stuck. You are just overstimulated. Your mind is too loud, too distracted, too addicted to novelty. That's why silence feels uncomfortable. That's why focus feels painful. That's why discipline feels heavy. But once you reduce the noise, once you stop chasing instant pleasure, clarity returns. And suddenly the path becomes obvious. So let me leave you with this. You don't need to change your whole life today. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't need motivation. All you need is awareness of this moment and one small action within your control. Because success is not a breakthrough. It's a quiet agreement you make with yourself every single day. And if you can do that, you're already ahead of 92% of people. If this resonated with you, take a moment, close the app, and do the one thing you've been avoiding. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now.